Hey everyone, and welcome back. In the previous lesson in class, we were looking at using somebody's hourly rate and the number of hours they work to calculate their gross pay. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at commissions, piecework, and also contracts. Not every working person earns wages or a salary. Some people are paid in the following. So we're going to start off with commissions and look at how you're paid for a commission type job. Now, a commission is an amount, usually a percentage, paid to someone for the business transaction. In the first example, Myra is an insurance salesperson. She receives 30% commission on the first year's premium of each life insurance policy she sells. One week, Myra sells 3 life insurance policies. If the premium for the first year are $850, $400, and $340, what is Myra's gross pay for this week? Now, first, I'm going to highlight the important information from this couple of sentences. So she receives a 30% commission, and it's on the first year premium. Now, the first year premiums that she sold were $850, $400, and $340. We're trying to calculate what her gross pay is based off of the commission. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out what the total sale was that she made for this week. So 850 plus 400 plus 340 were the 3 sales that she made, which adds up to $1,590. The next thing that we need to do is calculate the gross pay based off of a 30% commission. So gross pay equals, now we're turning the percentage into a decimal, which would be 0.30. Remember, you're taking the 30% and dividing it by 100. And then you're multiplying that $1,590 by that 0.3. Now this results in $477.00. So that would be the gross pay for Myra for that 1 week of work. Example 2, I'm going to leave for you to do on your own. Example 3 has a couple of different parts that we're going to look at here. So Derek is a produce broker. He earns 2% on the first 10,000 he sells, 4% on the next 10,000, and 6% on anything above $20,000. What would his gross pay be if he sold $50,000 in goods? Now, let's first highlight the important information out of these sentences. 2% on the first 10,000, 4% on the next 10,000, 6% on anything over 20,000, above 20,000, let's get that above in there. And then we're trying to figure out what would the gross pay be on $50,000 of goods sold. So let's first calculate the 2% on the $10,000. So we have $10,000 multiplied by 0.02. Remember, we're taking that 2%, dividing it by 100 to get our decimal, which works out to be $200. Next, 10,000 that he sold was 4%. So we have 10,000 more multiplied by 0.04 for the 4%, and we get a total of $400. Now it says 6% on anything above $20,000. So he's made a sale total of $50,000, which means we have still $30,000 remaining that will earn 6%. 30,000 multiplied by 0.06 works out to be $1,800. Now our total for the $50,000 worth of goods sold ends up being $2,400.00. So based off of the commission that increases with the more that's sold, the total ends up being $2,400. The next example we're going to look at is piecework. When someone is paid according to the number of items they complete. Example 4 has Rennie is a commercial fisherman. He is paid by the pound for the fish that he catches. The price varies according to market demand. Assume that he is paid $5.25 a pound on average and catches 14,000 pounds of fish annually, so throughout the year. What is his gross income? So like the previous questions, we're going to highlight the important information. So it's $5.25 a pound, and it's 14,000 pounds of fish. So those are the two important things that we need out of this sentence here. Now, the way that we calculate our gross pay is the $5.25 per pound multiplied by the number of pounds of fish, which was 14,000 annually. So that would give them an annual income or an annual gross income of $73,500. 0 cents. Remember to make sure you include your unit, and also it's going to 2 decimal places. Example 5 and 6, I'm going to have you complete on your own. Make sure you're checking the class OneNote for your answers. So this would be a good time to pause the video and complete these 2 questions and go to the class OneNote to check your answers before looking at contracts. Now, a contract is a legal agreement that outlines terms, conditions, and payments for work to be done. In example 7, Hein is a painting contractor. He negotiates a contractor with a homeowner to paint the exterior siding of a house at the rate of $30 an hour plus the cost of materials. If it takes Hein 6 8-hour days to prepare and paint the siding, and he uses 15 gallons of paint that cost $45 each, what is the total value of the contract? Now, with this contract that he has, it says $30 an hour plus the cost of materials. So that means we're going to have 2 parts of this, one being the labor and one being the cost of the materials. We're going to start out first with the labor. So for the labor, it says 6 8-hour days. Now, 1 day means he's getting $30 an hour multiplied by 8 for the number of hours that he's working, which gets us a total of $240. The next thing that we need to look at is the 6 8-hour days. So we have 6 days of work, which means it was $240 a day multiplied by the 6 equals $1,440. Now, if you wanted, you could also combine these together and do this all in one step. The next thing that we need to look at is the supplies and the costs that the supplies were. it says 15 gallons of paint costing $45 each. So for the paint, it was $45 multiplied by the 15 gallons that were required, which adds up to $675.00. So we've broken down the labor cost and the supplies. The next thing that we need to do is get the total for the contract. So the contract will be the addition of the labor and the supplies. Now the labor was $1,440 plus the supplies, which was $675. So the total contract adds up to be $2,115.00. Now that's going to bring us to a close for these three different topics. Make sure you check what worksheets you should be working on in the workbooklet, and make sure you've completed those examples that I've left for you and you've checked the answers in the class OneNote.